All right, so we're back and we're talking about the matrix of this satanic hive mind. We're talking about people who are empty vessels, soulless beings who have been taken over by demons and or some type of electronic impulse that is neurologically have them shackled, which the average mind-controlled satanic agent, it's amazing how these brain-linked, mind-controlled people, hive mind, all assimilate and form together around you no matter where you're at. And, look at his face. It's a face of a depraved psychopath who enjoys psychologically torturing people and bullying people. And this is their entertainment, okay? But what little does he know, he's nothing more than an empty vessel, a empty vessel or tool used to actually manifest um, manifest nothing but psychopathy. Um, I wrote like in this caption, like, welcome to the new mental illness of state sponsored terrorism. Now, to terrorize someone, it doesn't always have to be physically, okay? You can terrorize someone psychologically by just repeatedly doing the same thing to them over and over again every day. If that person that is having that perpetrated out on them does not come to the realization that they are being targeted and that this is a spiritual neural war going on, they will succumb to this very quickly, okay? Because they can put enough of these mind controlled zombies around you to actually alter your perception of everything and everyone, okay? So, I want to talk a little bit about in this segment about how these agents, how they are activated, and this is the handler right here. I got a video of him the next day following me on the bus. And actually, once he noticed that I was on the bus, he actually came as close to me as possible and ignored all 75 guests on the bus and only paid attention to me out of 75 people. I must be very important to this bum, okay? Now, this mentally ill motherfucker right here, after he gave me these dirty looks, and then he was in cahoots with this guy right here, who I'll pull up on your screen in a minute. This dude right here, you can see how blank and mind controlled he is. He looked like a fragmented, lost little child, a lost little fragmented boy. Ultra MK mind control, totally usurped. Look at lifeless eyes, just a straight soulless organic portal. Okay, this is a soulless organic portal. He is programmed to be programmed. He ran up to me and asked me, was I talking about him? And I was outside of the shop, not even talking to him, and I never said a word to him. You can clearly watch the video. I have a video on my page. It's called like mobbing in the penny market federal. Um, and how they flash mobbed me, and all these people were in there. These people, like, it's like you can see the excitement in their eyes. It's like the highlight of their day to follow me into a grocery store and to agitate me and get on my nerves. Am I that special? Yes, obviously I must be because they are actually putting forth an effort to do this. I would never do that. I would never put forth an effort. So as I walked out, the other guy who I showed you, he was driving his car and he screeched his tires as he was driving out. And then he just rolled up on me and then just injected himself into the situation. I was just talking to the guy because the guy ran up on me and I asked the dude, like, do I know you? And he said, yeah, well, you think this in your mind. I said, how can you tell me what I think in my mind and I never said a word to you and I don't know you? I'm not going to let you psychologically manipulate me. What you're doing is wrong. I got video of you staring at me and giving me dirty looks before any of this transpired. So you are actually the problem, okay? Do not let these handlers and perps who are controlled by demons and who are the epitome of mind control, who are just a tool for Satan to use to fuck up your day. Okay? Do not let them gaslight you and manipulate you and make you believe that you're the problem. The very fact that they're telling you you're a problem and you're not doing anything to them shows you the savageness and the uncivilized mentality within these perps. Look at this one right here. He drove up with one hubcap missing. And look at Ahmed. All of these people who you're seeing on my screen, this guy right here gang stalked me at the fitness center and was parked outside missing one hubcap. I lost the video because I lost my tablet, and then he ends up right behind me on the train when I'm going out with my children to the park. And once again, you can see how it's so important for him to be right shoulder to shoulder next to me with this demonic look on his face. Lifeless, soulless, worthless. He cannot save a soul. He cannot win a soul into the kingdom of heaven to save his own pathetic soul because he has no soul. Some of these people do not have a soul. Am I racist for saying a person don't have a soul? Certainly not. You got another demonic satanic agent just waiting, parked right there, when I was about to leave with my child to go to the park. So I mean, what's so special about me? What's so inconspicuous about me that I need to be watched as me and my children go to a playground? Just think about that for a minute. He probably got kids himself. And if I was to sit in my car outside of his residence and follow to him to where his children were going to a playground, he would call the police on me. But I can't call the police on him, and he can do it to me. Now, on this day, this is the same day that we were going to the park. We didn't even get up the street. All these guys started taking their shirts off around my children and me. They started just taking their shirts off. You had these two lifeless beings right here, and you can see this guy in the back. This guy in the back, he was totally demented, and he was locked on me. You can kind of somewhat see that whatever entity is possessing him is like manifesting out of him on an everyday basis. You can see kind of like the morphing because he looks kind of like an animal and a human together. But these two people right here, they're gang stalkers, okay? And this is how basically Germans gang stalk people without acting like they're not doing anything. I was looking on my tablet. You can see my child's stroller was right here. My child was in there. I had to cover the stroller completely because like some of these people will try to take pictures of my daughter for no reason at all. She's only 5 months old. I mean, I don't want that. Why? My daughter has nothing to do with it. I don't have nothing to do with this. So anyway, these two, they were staring at me as I looked up from my tablet, and these people, like basically these type of German couples, they don't have no love in their life anymore. They're both overweight, fat. He looks more pregnant than she does. Okay, now with a body like that, how could you possibly think he truly cares about himself? If he cared about himself, he wouldn't be walking around with looking pregnant. Okay, her as well. Okay, these are two people who are just mind-controlled, docile, satanic matrix agents. They will send people at you that look like this, like older couples, this and that. And these people, they will go out, one will look left, the other one will look right, and they will spend all of their time monitoring and policing other people for nothing at all. Same thing with this person right here. You can see he's like basically high on demons. You can look in his eyes and tell. He was trying to record me, and then when I started to record him, he looked shocked. Now this is the mindset of these soulless beings, that they can record you, but when you record them, they're like totally shocked and pissed off about it. But they're secretly recording you, and it's no problem. Got the phone point. Look, he's so mundane that he still got the phone pointed at me, but looking up at me, and you could see in his eyes. There's no reason for him to look like that. Same thing here. Me and my girlfriend and our children standing at the train station, about to get on the train. One woman actually walked by and touched my girlfriend's daughter on the head, and she got angry. Same thing. Look at this reptilian. Look at this reptile. He looked like a big ass crocodile, big ass reptile, and it's the same thing here. Look at his eyes. Just loaded with pride, arrogance, racism, and full of mental illnesses. And so these people just go out and they just project mental illness on you 24 hours a day. Same thing with this guy right here. Same thing with his handler in the back. These people are activated to be agents, and it's sad. Okay? It really is. Just look at these lifeless, soulless people. I had on spyware glasses, so there was no reason for all of these people to be looking at me like that. But look at them. These are all demon-possessed people who have been taken over and have no more free will. These are the people who will be in the lake of fire. They will be. Okay? They will all have their part in the lake of fire. Why should a handler sit around and watch me like this?